Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another foundation wear test. This time it is the new one from Cover FX. This is the Power Play Foundation. I got mine from the Cover FX website. It's $44, comes in 40 different shades with different undertones, and it has 35 milliliters and 1.18 fluid ounces. I'm going to go on the Cover FX website as usual, tell you guys the claims of this, and then you will see me apply it and then wear it throughout the day. The first thing I noticed right off the bat is a discrepancy in the size, because according to the Cover FX website, it says it has 30 milliliters and 1 fluid ounce, but it's actually more than that, so not sure what's going on there. It's described as a modern matte foundation with weightless full coverage that provides sweat-proof all-day wear, powerful shine control, and environmental protection. And then right after saying that's a full coverage foundation, it in the very next paragraph says it's a medium to full. Loaded with a trio of ultra-fine powders that control shine and visibly blur imperfection, it stays on the skin all day without dulling or drying complexion. Sweat-proof, waterproof, transfer-proof, and provides all-day wear. Vegan, cruelty-free, free of talc, oil, fragrance, parabens, and gluten. Now I love this part. They actually give you a specific skin type this is for, and it is combination to oily skin types. Myself, I am combo. The shade I grabbed is G20, so that golden undertone. I'm an NC20 in MAC, and this one is a little bit too light. So if you're an NC15 in MAC, I think this one would work. I didn't go with the next shade up, which is G30, just because it said light to medium. And usually if medium is anywhere in the name, it's a little bit too dark for me in my winter shade. But knowing that now, I think that I probably needed the G30. It does not have a specific time frame that it claims to wear. It just says all day. So what I'm going to do is wear this all day and see how long it lasts before I feel funky and want to take it off. So let's go ahead and get into the demo. I'm going in with my Linda Hallberg sponge. I have Sisley on this side of my face, the double tensure, but I do not have it on the opposite side so that I can see if it makes a difference. Right before filming this video, I knocked the crap out of my nose. It's like starting to bruise, right? It hit here and it's coming down. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a bruise. I was petting my dog Diesel. I was leaning over and I was petting him, and then I came back up, not realizing that the chair, our bar stool had been pulled out a little bit, and yeah, I knocked it. Oh gosh, it hurt. Straight out the gate, I would say this is a light medium coverage. Oh, it hurts my nose. This is reminding me a lot of the new Marc Jacobs one, but I'm having issues on my pores, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Sometimes adding a little bit kind of almost fills it. I don't know, it's just looking a little strange, so I'm going to try and correct it. I feel like that took quite a bit of fang-dangling to get it to really melt into the skin, but now we're looking good. I would say this is a solid medium now because I had to add some in order for it to really melt into the skin. I was having an issue with it being like a thin layer was making my pores look crazy, and I just wasn't really liking it. So I feel like this looks better now that I kind of built it up a little bit. I hate this bottle. It's a squeezy tube like the Marc Jacobs and like the Dior. But the problem with this is it's so square, and the top is quite tight, but it's still square instead of like rectangular shaped. I know like this way it's rectangular, but this way it's square. It's like hard to squeeze. It's a small detail, but it's irritating to me. Give you guys a close-up peek before I go ahead and finish everything off. This is the side with the Sisley, and this is the side without anything. We are back. Makeup is completely finished, and I actually feel like this looks a million times better. Now that I have set everything, everything just looks smoother. I was a little bit iffy about it when I first had it on. I wasn't feeling it, but I like this so much more now that everything is complete. I do look a little dry around my mouth, but this foundation does not claim to be for all skin types, so I'm not really mad at it. So now what I'm going to do is go throughout my day. I'm going to wear this. I'm going to check in with you guys, and fingers crossed that this lasts longer than the Marc Jacobs did. But I will see you guys in a few hours, but really just a few seconds. 5 hours in, the only thing I have touched up is my lipstick. Everything else is looking super great to me. Nothing has changed. Nothing is faded. Pores still look good. Everything's still smooth around my mouth. Like this is looking really nice, but I just wanted to check in with you guys, and I will be back in another couple hours. All right, so got to admit, I'm a little bit shocked right now. We are now at the 10-hour mark, and I honestly thought it was not going to last like this, just based on the initial application and how I was having trouble with my pores and whatnot. This looks really great. I mean, I've gotten a little shiny around my nose. Even my smile lines and stuff do not look terrible. Like, it looks really nice still. I feel like I could be confident wearing this for a couple more hours and not have any issues. Nothing is faded. Even my pores don't look terrible. I'm shocked. The side with the Sisley, to me in person, looks slightly more hydrated and slightly smoother, but I don't think this foundation actually needs an all-over primer to look good. I would never go without my pore filling primers just because I have pretty large pores, but just overall, I don't feel that this foundation needs a primer. If your skin type is all over dry and you want to try this foundation, I would definitely say go ahead and try a hydrating primer, just because this is a pretty matte finish, but it's not really geared toward a dry skin person. However, the Marc Jacobs was geared toward everybody, and I felt like it really looked bad around my dry areas, whereas I don't feel like this one does, even though I'm dry around my mouth right now. This is pretty much what I expected the Marc Jacobs foundation to be, but what it failed to be. I think this one definitely outlasts it and looks better. I think I liked the Marc Jacobs better initially. I thought it was so pretty, and whereas this one I was like, oh, I don't know. But this one definitely outwore it, and it just looks really gorgeous. Now, on the spectrum of the other 24-hour foundations that I like, I know this one does not claim to be, but it's very long wearing. The double wear, I think, is easier to put on, and it's just foolproof. The Dior Forever Undercover is more matte than this one and definitely has more coverage. I feel like you get a solid medium and maybe a little bump up from a medium if you apply a little bit more, but I don't think that this is full coverage, so keep that in mind. I definitely like this foundation. I'm going to continue to wear it, see if there's other ways that I like it, and I will update you guys in the future. But let me know down below if you've tried this, what you think, or if you're going to pick it up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.